All right, everyone, I am in Terlingua, Texas, a place that calls itself a ghost town. But is it really? Well, I'm going to take a slow drive through and show you the place. Let's look at a map real quick first. Way down here in the Big Bend area of Texas, this is one of the most remote towns in the U.S. The closest fairly big city is Midland, 247 miles away. El Paso's 304 miles away. The nearest big city is San Antonio. It is 460 miles away. But here's the thing. I was looking at population numbers, and this town seems to be, well, getting found, if you will. 2010, there were 58 people here. I'm just going to swing the camera around and try to give you a look at everything, okay? Okay, so 2010, there were 58 people here. 10 years later, in 2020, there were 78 people. Okay, so grew by 20 people in 10 years' time. But I was looking at the 2023 estimates, and according to the census, last year there were 154 people here. So it's doubled in size. It looks like there's more than 150 people here. But you be a judge yourself. As a local resident. Let's see. The median age here is 61. So it's an older town. I had to veer off that main road to show you a couple things. There's lots of artsy little pieces all over the town. I'm going to try to show you some of those. I think you can actually rent that. Somebody was telling me. If you want to stay here. Anyway, so where was I? Yeah, median age 61. 61% of the town is female. 39% male. Oh, there's Easy Street. If you want to get on that. The town is very quirky, by the way. And we'll get into that here in a bit. And by the way, they're proud of their quirkiness. I was reading that they will not allow any kind of national chain here in the town whatsoever. So here is the cemetery, and I'll get out and show that to you because it is quite the attraction itself. But let's continue our driving through the town here. You see lots of oddball little shops and stuff. This is an ice cream shop, by the way, right here. Here you see some of the ruins of the town. The town began as a mining town, early 1900s, for mercury. And at the time, or by the 30s, there were several thousand people here. It was a company town, so, the mining company put in housing, they put in, a bank, church, a company store, all that kind of stuff. I'm just letting some cars go by me here. Here's one of the famous signs people like to take pictures with. But anyway, so the mining dried up late 30s, and the town completely died. It became an actual ghost town. Up until the late 1960s. And then something happened here that changed everything. Now, I will tell you about that here in a second. kind of at the end of the road here. This is, well, that's a theater that's a bar now. And a restaurant. Supposed to be really cool. Might try to go in there. Well, I climbed a hill that overlooks the town here. It's a pretty nice view, huh? Sun is kind of facing me, so it's not optimum. Sorry, guys. But still, pretty nice look at the town. Now, in 1967, a New York reporter by the name of H. Allen Smith claimed that his chili was the best in the country. Now, of course, Texas didn't really agree with this, because you see, chili is the state dish. It is the revered, sacred dish of Texas. So a local Texan took issue with that New Yorker. I mean, come on. New York making the best chili? Ha! And I would have to agree. Anyway, this Texan's name was Wick Fowler, himself a reporter here in Texas. And he said, no, your chili is not the best, because first of all, it was made with beans. Now, true Texans know that you don't put beans in chili. Yeah, you just don't. It perverts the chili, if you will. And in fact, and this is my opinion, chili with beans is not chili. It's just, well, it's just a beef and bean soup. So this Texan said, you bring that chili down here to Texas, Terlingua, Texas, and we'll have a cook-off. And we'll have judges judge your chili, your bean chili, with some true Texas chili. That happened in 1967, and, well, from what I understand, nobody actually won, but everyone had a good time. And so that chili cook-off happens here every year to this day. It is the world's biggest chili cook-off. Thousands of people descend upon this little town for the cook-off to see who makes the best chili in the United States, probably the world. But let's face it, it's always going to be Texas chili that will be the best. You disagree? I'll fight you. Yeah. Anyway, well, I'm going to get back in the Jeep. Let me give you a kind of slow pan around. It is really beautiful here, guys. It's absolutely gorgeous. Hopefully you can see all this. And when you look at that, there's just some incredible rock formations here. This is a little canyon, kind of runs through town. You see it up here. Just amazing. Yeah, here's the town over here. There's some mine shafts too that have been covered up. Let's take a quick look at one. This is a mine shaft that's been covered up. They're scattered across the town. I guess this might have been a gondola that would take you down into the mine. Am I right? Someone can fill us in if that's exactly what that was. Welcome to the community garden. Open, it says. Well, we've got to check this out, don't we? It's kind of an odd place. This looks like a gathering place of some sort. Got some rugs on the ground. Some seating. Huh. Terlingua recycles. Ghost town green scene. Yeah, ghost town everywhere. It's got a couple little interesting art pieces here. It says St. Francis. So one of the top attractions in the town is the Terlingua Cemetery. It's on the National Register. A lot of miners ended up here. It is, wow. I wonder if we'll be able to read any of these. Obviously, these crosses have been here a long time. This is a lady, Nina Doniciana Aguirre. Oh wow, 1922, 1933. Just 11 years old. Man, that's no good. Yeah, visually, this is just amazing. Yeah, let's look at this one over here. It's got a really pretty cross on it, doesn't it? This one must have been fairly recent. Yeah, 2022. He's got a beer, looks like he likes beer and tequila and Diet Coke. Yeah, they just decided against the rocks. Did a lot of beer bottles and tequila bottles. Apparently this person liked to have a drink every now and then. Got one right here. It's a dinosaur. Yeah, this kid was 16 years old. Some of these are just so awesome, aren't they? Yeah, this is from 2000. Apparently liked Patron. There's a Patron bottle there. Man, they had a lot of fun with the little items they put on it, don't they? Or didn't they? It's 2014. Yeah, this kid was 15 years old, Marcus Patrick. Now, right over here, yeah, this one is, this could be Day of the Dead celebration here. It's kind of a big deal in this part of the country. Yeah. Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead. Yeah, so Halloween was just, or Day of the Dead was just, what, a week ago? About. Yeah, by the way, it's Thursday, November 7th. It's about 11 a.m. Beautiful weather, by the way. It's about 80 degrees here right now. Now they have a lot of interesting lodging here if you want to stay. And I will show you some of them. Now as I drive through the town and show you some of the odd things and interesting lodging that you can get here in the desert. Let's do some of the numbers. The town is 97% white, 3% mixed race. How about that? It's interesting. Median household income, $43,088 a year. That's $827 a week. Cost of living is real low though, in 83. And you can see housing is the lowest there. It's 53. All right, so I think you can rent that place if you want. Now this is a cafe and art gallery here in the town. And of course, this road leads to some of the unique lodging that you can get here. Yeah, so let's fill in a couple more numbers. Poverty, 17.5% overall. It's not bad. Close to the same as the US, but look at the 17 and under. 0. And I think that's just because there's just not any kids here. Folks 65 and older, it's high, 33%. That kind of surprised me. Let's see, median home value, $116,600. I'm not going to lie, that's higher than I thought it would be. So, yeah, there's that. Oh, by the way, crime. Yeah, I took a look at the crime numbers. 0. There were 0 crimes reported here last year. You could come here and stay in a teepee if you like. Wouldn't that be fun? See if I can get you a good look at it. Now I'm going to show you some of the definitely more odd places that you can rent for a visit here. Yeah, there's a place to stay inside there. There's a RV in there. And then that looks like stucco adobe. Again, a place to rent. A cabin, I guess. That's what you would call it. I guess you can stay there too. That's very small, isn't it? A little tiny small place. Yeah, and here's a closer look at this boat that's also for rent. You come for a visit. Now here's another group of RVs that you can rent for your visit to Terlingua. Yeah, they've just taken them and covered them. Different sizes and shapes. Unquestionably, you would have to have a sense of adventure to stay in a place like this. Sure looks like fun though, doesn't it? I think you can see pictures of these on the internet, and I took a look at them. They look pretty luxurious inside. It's pretty nice. That is a quite different place to go on vacation. A place to sleep at when you're on vacation, that is to say. Wow. Now there's some adobe-like cabins here that are considerably nicer if you want to stay at a nicer place. They got 4 or 5 of them here. You can see them there. They look real nice. And of course, lots and lots of RV parks, if that's the way you want to come. And geez, look how many RVs are here. There's a ton of people here right now. Huh. So here's some of the ruins of the homes that the miners lived in. This one here is a little more intact. So how about if we take a look inside? See, that's the fireplace right there. I guess this would be the main room. I don't know, maybe the kitchen? And this part here has disintegrated, but maybe this was where the bedroom was. You can see the outline there. Well, it looks like I found the jail for the town. It's kind of small. Yep. Wouldn't want to spend the night there. let's see, guys. I'm about 20 miles south of Terlingua in the tiny town of Lajitas. Supposedly there's about 30 people here. There's town hall. Here, let me give you a quick look at the map. It's right here on the Mexican border. There's a gas station. Last gas for 50 miles. This town is famous because they've elected not a person, but a goat for mayor since 1980. You want to see him? His name is Clay Henry. There he is. The mayor of Lajitas. Apparently, when it comes up every year, they just vote in a new goat. World famous Clay Henry, mayor of Lajitas. I guess that's his wife. So one of the little oddities of the town. They've got a world-class golf course here that's right on the banks of the Rio Grande. So you can play golf here and, you know, have a nice look at Mexico while you're golfing. Yeah, there's some nice stuff here. This is definitely not ghost town looking here, is it? Hopefully you can see that. This is kind of a fancy place. We got some bikers on the road. That is the Rio Grande. I'm standing in the USA, of course, so Mexico is right there. It's a beautiful part of Mexico, isn't it? This place, it is so beautiful. Gives you a look on the Texas side. You see? It's times like this, I just simply love what I do. How many people see this or get to see this? That's incredible. Look how green the Rio Grande is here. It's very small, basically dried up right there. I tell you what, I have not seen any border patrol. This part of the border with Mexico, it's not very secure, quite frankly. And it's weird to be along the Texas border and not see border patrol, but I have not seen any of them. None of the familiar white, green striped vehicles, the trucks. It's kind of strange. That being said, if you attempt to cross here, there are no services, there are no people. The little town of Lajitas is down the road about 10-12 miles. So, yeah, you might not make it. And that's probably why this is not really a high target area in terms of illegal immigration. Oh, geez, it's so beautiful here, though. You could build a resort up here with this view, and I think it would do well. Alright guys, so that's going to be the end of this video. Up next we are heading up into Central Texas. Got a couple videos we're going to do there. Then we'll start making our way across the Deep South. Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, and Georgia. So we hope you come along for the ride, and we will see you there.